Hey everyone, right here we have this small dam which is being used for household water. It's got this black PEX pipe leading into the back of the reservoir to this underwater structure which is filter number 1 to get anything large out of the system that may clog the pump up. Then after it goes through the pumping system, there's a much finer filtration system inside before it reaches the water heater or pressure tanks. All right, so this is gonna be coming out. We're gonna take this out, clean it, and then open the dam up so all this silt that is accumulated since the springtime can leave. If you look under the water, this stuff you're seeing here is caterpillar poop. There's some sort of caterpillar in the trees above me dropping all these poops. It's mainly manure. It's not a hazard at all. This is not for drinking unless it's boiled inside. But look what's under here. Especially the bottom here. See the silt? There's so much silt that is accumulated in here. We're just gonna let this drop back and erode itself for a little while before replacing the blocks in the dam. This small dam is not blocking way of fish or anything. This is a natural spring. It goes up maybe another half a mile and completely stops. It's not leading anywhere. Now this was originally built. This is the main spillway for the water. In a storm, it's got all these compartments. It can spill over the wood blocks, and then it's got the small emergency spillway. This dam has been standing since the spring. It was washed out in the spring, but that doesn't matter because that time of year, when it's cold out, obviously you can't pull water in the winter when it's frozen. Okay, so we're gonna lift one of those, and hopefully it erodes all this with ease. There's not much flow today. Hasn't rained in about 2 weeks. Probably, if it doesn't work, it'll have to be done again with higher flow. All right, now there's 2 pieces of wood here in the backs of these, and they're at like a slanted angle, so the primary water gets spilled out of the middle, and it starts to use these other ones as it goes over. There's a little bit of water trickling out of there, but that's from natural settling. It's no longer straight like it used to be, and it's like strong, so I'm not even gonna try to correct that. I'm just gonna remove the wood lock, allowing these 2 to spill open freely and relieve all the silt, and we'll leave it open for a while. Let's get to it. A little bit of debris that's caught up during storms. A little more debris. Oh yeah, back here, every single one has debris in it. The water must have been a lot stronger. Here we go, it's gonna go real fast. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Wow, that reservoir drains so fast. And look, it's already eroding. That's why you saw that water was so clean, but it'll clear up quite fast. Any sediment here, it's not at the concentration where it would be bad. It's beneficial minerals. I'd say that reservoir maybe holds 500 gallons or so. It's only there because you can't throw the intake structure just into the stream bed. It's just simply not deep enough, especially when it becomes even drier out. It would suck air, and that will damage stuff like the water heater and pressure tank. You can't have air bubbles going into those kind of systems. And look, the water still has not calmed down to what it was. We're still dropping quite a bit. Hope there's enough elevation loss to be able to erode that with ease. Now we're beginning to get back to normal, but this is kind of a red flag. The water is now clear again, meaning it's not eroding like expected. Let's go look at the reservoir bed. Back in the reservoir bed. See, you got a little bit of trickle here. but it's probably going to have to be done at some other time when there's like high flow coming through here. right after a rainstorm, because this is the stuff we want to get rid of. All the sludge that is formed, because you see the intake structure here. Look what it's sitting in. That used to be deep at one point, but you see there's got to be flow coming through here to get this out. It's just not happening today. See, that's not enough flow. That's all that's coming in here. Just a little trickle. But what I'm going to do as a solution for this so it doesn't pick up the stuff, you saw how clear that is when this settles. I'm just going to put a simple patio block in here, clean out the structure, and put it back on top of it. Then the silt won't be getting up there anytime soon. So I'm going to clean up the face of this and put the lock back. This will fill up in like 20 minutes at this flow rate. There's a worm in there. I've never seen anything like that. It made a cocoon around itself with little rocks. Does anybody know what that's called? Because look, you got another one right here. There's a worm inside a cocoon made of little stones, and it's like anchored on the dam. I've never seen that before. It's about the top. Only took 10 minutes to fill this thing back up. Filled back up. Water's already pretty clean as it started settling. You can see it just started topping. I sealed around that to get it nice and watertight again using mud, just like the beavers taught me. Now the discharge is about to start working again in a few moments. We got our first couple drips. Those water skimmers you're seeing are very beneficial. They kill and eat mosquitoes, so this doesn't become a breeding ground. You can see all the minerals and stuff as they're starting to clean out the spillway from all that silt. Hasn't come into the trough up top yet because full flow. It's still rising. It's just starting to spill. This won't be a problem. This reservoir is not to hold water for dry days if the stream was to completely dry up. It's never gone below capacity. Like, it's always been coming in faster than this pump has been pulling it. This is only here to provide deep water because there's no other spot in the stream bed that would be able to handle that. What I'm feeling for right now is that water falling is starting to dig. If that continues to dig, it's going to erode underneath that lock. So I'm going to have to find some larger gravel to throw in there to prevent that from happening, because this dam is about to let loose if that goes unchecked. Finally getting back to normal.